Digital Romance TV.
Hey folks, how's it going? It's Michael Fiore from Digital Romance TV along with Nora, and today we're answering the question, how to tell a girl
that you're not interested
in her, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in women in general, but in her specifically.
So we did another video, which was around the idea of telling a guy.
Yeah.
And we said, tell him something along the lines of like, you know, I'm just not feeling it. This is the vibe.
I'm not that into you.
I'm not that into you. This is not the. You're not the flavor of ice cream I'm looking for. I think a lot of women, if you said that to them, would collapse in a self-esteem puddle at that point.
Oh God, are we really? We're still assuming that women are that much weaker than men.
Well, maybe
in
it's
terms
just.
of, I mean, I know
I
that
think it's
most
because there's a
women
lot of the women that I get emails from are kind of in
because
that state.
I think most women are insecure because guys are so dishonest about the reasons, so they never know what is actually. Like, there's a whole Sex and the City episode about this. Like, the idea that I'm just not that into you is the best thing to hear because it's so clear. I
agree.
That is so much clearer than it's not the right time for me. I'm really into my career.
Lying sucks.
And
Lying sucks.
But guys are so good at just going to that naturally because they don't want to hurt a woman or more specifically.
Well, they're afraid of her response.
Right. They're afraid that she might have an emotion around it.
Well, they're also afraid sometimes that if they tell the truth, then maybe she'll come back with some kind of like, well, what if this happened? Or what if this changed me? So there's still hope. Like, honestly, I think a lot of times when you're telling somebody you're not interested, you have to quash hope. You have to just be like, no.
Which is, I think, I'm just not that into you, or you're really not, I don't
You're
think
not
we're
my
compatible.
Type. You can also say you're not my type.
Yeah.
I think, you know, you're a wonderful person. I like you as a person, but you're not my type. And that kind of cuts it off because then they might ask you, what is your type? And then if you really want to be interesting, you can be like, well, you're not wearing a dinosaur costume and you're not 9 feet tall, so this isn't going to work for me. But either way, just being straightforward, I think the worst thing people can do is, I always say the cruelest thing you can do is try to be kind. Right?
Sure.
I mean, like,
overly kind.
Overly kind.
I mean, there's the kindness of just not being mean.
Yeah, but trying to be kind, because oftentimes people will use trying to be kind as a reason to not text somebody back ever, or to, you know, never tell them that they broke up.
Sure.
Right? Or something like that.
I would like to point out that if you're casually dating somebody like a couple of times, as well as dating other people, you're not dating them. You don't have to break up with them.
No.
That is a case where you don't have to. You can just ghost, and it's cool.
But I think you owe them a quick, decisive.
I don't think you owe them anything. I mean, we've had this argument before many times on our podcast.
It keeps you from getting 50,000 texts if you do it right. But either way, the best way to tell a girl that you're not interested.
Somebody's sending you 50,000 texts. Get out of there immediately.
Is simply to say, I'm just not feeling it. I'm simply not.
Right.
You're not my type. Is essentially it, and that's kind of what you do. That's where you end it.
If you've been dating them.
Yeah. And even if you haven't been dating them, if there's just somebody who, like, you know, is showing interest or even asks you out, you can just say, you're not my type. I've had that happen.
Sure.
I've had that happen plenty of times.
Sure. Especially if you're somebody you're going to see again.
Or I've had times when there was a woman who was like 15 years older than me who asked me out. And I'm like, well, you know, honestly, I just don't date women that are that much older than me. Sure. And you just kind of, that happened to be true. Or I don't date married women. Had to do that one once. End of video. Okay, so if you want to leave a comment, if you have a better way, or if you think we're completely off base, leave a comment below, and then go over to digitalromanceinc.com with a C at the end of ink. Wait, C at the end of ink. And go check out all the articles we have for you there, and sign up for our newsletter list where you'll get all sorts of fun, free advice. Bye-bye. If you've got a cell phone in your pocket or purse right now, then you've got everything you need to create incredible romance and passion with the man or woman in your life at the push of a button. Go to digitalromance.tv/TRB to see Michael Fiore make an entire audience of women on The Rachel Ray Show swoon and learn how to use tiny little text messages to have the relationship of your dreams.